This is exactly why critical race theory needs to be taught in every American school. You have this little girl who I'm assuming is white sitting here berating a school board about which posters are on the wall. Just the fact that she has the nerve to berate an entire school board shows her fucking entitlement. And then what she talks about is so off point as far as what racism is here in America. You could tell that she's uneducated. And the uneducation is by her own school. So this child is at Lakeville area, from Lakeville, Minnesota. Just 30 minutes outside of the city where George Floyd was killed over a year ago. And she's sitting here saying that she's upset that, I guess, that Amanda Gorman and that a BLM poster are on the walls. She says, in case you don't know who that chick is, she's some girl who did a poem at Biden's so-called inauguration. She sounds like a fucking miniature racist in training. So let me go on, because Amanda Gorman is a black woman who was the first person to be named National Youth Poet Laureate. This girl was saying, oh, they was told that there was no politics in school, but yet, and then she told them that she went to her principal to tell him about the BLM poster and that I wanted it down. Who the fuck are you? And then she goes on to say, he said it's not coming down. And I was like, yeah, it is, because the school board said on May 25th, no BLM or politics in school. They were talking about BLM as in the organization BLM, silly. And then he said that's where they were the ones who made them. She claimed that she was stunned and further objected to the posters. Apparently you know they are in our schools because you made the sign, she exclaimed. I said there should be no BML in schools, period. Doesn't matter what color you make the posters and the fonts you use, we all understand the meaning. Who the fuck are you? Like it's your school? Like you're the only one in the school that matters? So you're saying Black Lives Matters, Nova Lee matters, that's who matters. I don't know if that's her last name, first name, but it's a stupid name. Let me continue. She says a political message about getting rid of police officers, rioting, burning buildings down, while King Governor Tim Walz just sits on his throne and watches. I wonder where she gets this talk from. Is that what the whole message was about? Getting rid of police officers, rioting, and burning buildings? Maybe she should look up Black Wall Street. Oh, my bad. It's not taught in school, so little Becky doesn't know what it is. She doesn't know that her people invented rioting and burning buildings down. Then she continues, I do not judge people by the color of their skin. I don't really care what color their hair, skin, or eyes is. Their hair, skin, or eyes is. For one, that's some bad speech. I judge by the way they treat me. Good for you, Becky. Too bad the rest of the world doesn't work that way. Then she added that Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream, and see, this is why I hate when they whitewash MLK, because we can also tell you some other things that MLK said that they don't want you to know, Becky.
Together as brothers. I think the biggest problem now is that we got our gains over the last 12 years at bargain rate, so to speak. Didn't cost the nation anything. In fact, it helped the economic side of the nation to integrate lunch counters and public accommodations. It didn't cost the nation anything to get the right to vote established. And now we are confronting issues that cannot be solved without costing the nation billions of dollars. Now, I think this is where we're getting our greatest resistance. They may put it on many other things, but we can't get rid of slums and poverty without it costing the nation something.
I make my decisions on the basis of my moral commitment, and I take my ministry very seriously. I would not say that the civil rights movement is dead. It's simply that we are moving to a new phase of the movement. for, well, now 12 years, we struggled to end legal segregation and all of the humiliation surrounding legal segregation. So it was a struggle for decency. It was a struggle to get rid of extremist behavior toward Negroes. Now we are in a new phase, and that is a phase where we are seeking genuine equality, where we are dealing with hard economic and social issues. And it means that the job is much more difficult. It's much easier to integrate a lunch counter than it is to guarantee an annual income. It's much easier to integrate a bus than it is to get a program that will force the government to put billions of dollars into ending slums. It's a wonderful thing to work and be concerned about integrating public accommodations, or integrating the public schools, which I will continue to work for with vigor and with zeal. But I've also got to be concerned about the survival of a world in which to be integrated. And these issues to me are tied together in that sense.
He also said, I feel like I am leading my people into a burning house. And then he was murdered by your people. So she's saying, I do not care or look at the color of skin, but you make me think of it. Boo-hoo, Becky. We feel so sorry for you. Two black children have to think about it every single day because this country is racist. Every day that they walk out the door, they are reminded that they are black. They don't get to take off their skin color. They didn't ask for this. They were just born black. And now every single fucking thing they do, every second of the fucking day, they are reminded they are black. And your little whack-ass speech is reminding them again that they are black. And at this point that their lives don't matter. So she goes on to say, you cannot even follow your own rules. Get the posters out of our schools. What I want to tell black parents is get our children out of those schools. Take your children out of those schools. We are not meant to be mixing with these Neanderthals.
Here again. The other day I was walking down the hallway at Lakeview Elementary School to give a teacher a retiring gift. I looked up onto the wall and saw a BLM poster and an Amanda Gorman poster. In case you don't know who that chick is, she's some girl who did a poem at Biden's so-called inauguration. I was so mad. I was told 2 weeks ago at this very meeting spot, no politics in school. I believed what you said at this meeting. So at lunch, I went up to my principal to tell him about the BLM poster and that I wanted it down. He said it's not coming down. I was like, yeah, it is, because the school board said on May 25th, no BLM or politics in school. He said, that's weird. They were the ones who made them. I was stunned. When I was here 2 weeks ago, you told us to report any BLM in our schools. Apparently, you know they're in our schools because you made the signs. I said there should be no BLM in schools, period. Doesn't y'all understand the meaning? It is a political message about getting rid of police officers, rioting, burning buildings down while King Governor Welch just sits on his throne and watches. We all know. Changing the font or the color of posters does not change the meaning. I am 9 years old and I know that. You expect me to believe that you did not know what you were doing by making these posters? Come on, people. I do not judge people by the color of their skin. I don't really care what color their hair, skin, or eyes is. I judge by the content or the way they treat me. MLK said, I have a dream that one day my 4 little children will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. That dream has come true. I do not care or look at the color of skin, but you make me think of it. I have Asian, Mexican, white, Chinese, black friends, and I don't care. I like them because some of them make me laugh, some are sweet and kind, sporty, or share the love of God. They are just my friends. You have lied to me, and I am very disappointed in all of you. You cannot even follow your own rules. If you're going to do that, why do we follow any rules we deemed unfit or ridiculous? I'm not following your mask rule anymore then. Get the posters out of our schools. Courage is contagious, so be courageous.
So make sure to like and subscribe. You guys have a great day. Bye.